Guys, today I will show you perhaps one of the hardest hitting Diablo 4 setups ever made to wipe out all the Uber bosses and clear tier 100 nightmare dungeons.
That's a lot of damage!
Keep in mind that this is not a glass cannon setup. This is pure defensive build which can carry tier 100 nightmare dungeons with ease and at the same time kill any Uber boss within couple seconds, except Uber Lilith, because that biatch has some annoying mechanics, so you have to simply wait there for 1 minute when she realizes that she's dead. Anyway, this build absolutely slaps, and most crazy part about this setup that it's still not optimized and there is room for improvement. But if you need still help, then I can recommend you DVING.net. These guys can help you all, and with my promo code RBDIV or RBD you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. But now let's dive into this setup, and I have changed couple things in my rapid fire setup. And actually you can take out rapid fire from this build and use flurry maybe or any other skill and it will work just fine, or maybe even penetrating shot. For the gear itself, of course, we are using Dark Shroud protection, we are mitigating all the incoming damage, but really critical part here is to gain 13k armor. Unfortunately, I am not lucky with my rolls. If on my chest piece I will find better roll, I will drop that armor stacking aspect and will increase my damage reduction from crowd control enemies. This is synergy number 1, guys. We're gonna daze our enemies like there is no tomorrow. That will reduce the cooldown of our evade, and our evade is paired up with metamorphosis vampiric power, which will proc unstoppable for us. So in a nutshell, we are dazing enemies. Vulnerable enemies will be all over the place from our puncture skill, so we are applying vulnerability, we are dazing enemies non-stop, we are reducing our cooldown to our evade, we are dazing enemies, we are proccing unstoppable. When unstoppable is proc, the bolt will pants will give us insane amount of damage boost, and you can use your vampiric power non-stop, evade through enemies, apply curses, increase DPS in that way. And with shared misery aspect on our boots, we're gonna apply DPS even more further, and we're gonna apply status effects all over the place. It will spread like wildfire. In terms of my resistance, I sit really well, almost everything is capped out. If you are missing something, simply use potion, guys. Don't invent the wheel. If you are missing something, use potion. Simple as that. 70% is the cap. With the potion you will hit easily each cap, so don't worry if you are somewhere off the mark. On my crossbow though, I have not perfect rolls, all stats is low, dexterity is low, vulnerable damage is okay, core skill damage is not needed in this one. I rather would have damage to crowd controlled enemies or close enemies. Unfortunately, it is what it is. From other hand, Condemnation Dagger is really good. This weapon has top tier attributes, and if you know that right now we have in the game quite a dope bug with T-Bolt's pants, where you are gaining basically 20 combo points just with these pants alone, and with Condemnation weapon you can actually gain those or generate those combo points really easily without breaking a sweat in split second, just like that baby. And you have now insane amount of damage with your rapid fire stacking with your combo points. It's pretty much game over, brother. It's absolutely disgusting. With all the other aspects, we are increasing our attack speed, of course, Dark Shroud chance, 90% Dark Shroud chance from hitting enemies. All the time you will gain Dark Shrouds, man. It's simple as that. Penetrating shot, it can be replaced, but I'm using rapid fire with Shadow Step will apply tons of DPS for us. It will give us unstoppable as well for 2 seconds. Now we can deal more damage. That's really nice mobility skill. We're gonna daze enemies with our aspect. on my gloves. Dazing enemies will reduce cooldown to our evade. With evade we can activate vampiric power, which will activate unstoppable. Unstoppable will trigger T-Bolt's pants. T-Bolt's T-Bolt's will pants. That damage buff will be increased with our combo points, and we can stack combo points with condemnation. Everything works really well together, and Dark Shrouds will give us tons of protection. Concealment, again, unstoppable. For us, it's really good. So we have 2 skills, and Evade that procs unstoppable. So basically, at any given moment, we have unstoppable. Shadow Step, boom, unstoppable. Evade, boom, unstoppable. Concealment, boom, unstoppable. Easy money, man, and concealment can save your ass. So sometimes when shit will hit the fan, use concealment. You can get out of the harm's way with it, relocate yourself, and simply stack your combo points. Boom, apply any imbuement, freeze or poison, and that's game over. Poison right now is one of the best imbuements to use. It deals insane, like ridiculous amount of damage, especially with rapid fire setup and twisting blades. It's pretty goddamn broken. Freeze will deal tons of damage as well. Shadow imbuement is not needed because these imbuements will absolutely annihilate every goddamn soul. On my Paragon board, I have ditched some crit damage, quad damage out of it, and I spec'd out with within some legendary nodes. Damage to close enemies is kinda must have. Poison damage again must have. Chip must have. Physical damage, it is what we do, of course, with our rapid fire and crossbow. It is what it is. Physical damage is must have. Damage through crowd control enemies, again, must have. Cheap shot will not work without poison, but it's really nice to clear dungeons. This legendary node will help a lot in DPS wise, because we will be basically surrounded with mobs non-stop, and we have tons of damage, tons of crowd control, and control again is really good glyph to use, tons of DPS output. As you see, if I had better crossbow, I would